Inside your bedroom, we stopped counting the days, lost in the rhythm.
Hi, hello! It's Monday, and I have news. I just got news this morning. Just a little infuriating, just a little bit. We got news at my office, the counseling agency I work at, that I've actually been in with most of the insurances since May, which is fabulous because we've just been kind of like waiting around for confirmation. It took a couple phone calls, some emails to finally get to somebody, and then they also informed us that I was in with the last of the insurances. So I am officially done. Hooray! I can take clients. I actually have already started taking clients this morning. They're on my schedule, which is fabulous. So that is super exciting. So I will officially now, starting this week actually, be working as a licensed professional counselor, which is amazing because it has taken long enough. As we all know, if you have followed this YouTube channel for any length of time, you probably know. I also, last night, during the Write With Me live stream, I started on the read-through/edit of Curse of Blood and Sight. I am into chapter 12 now. There are 35 chapters total, so I've got a little ways to go. But when I sit down and I start reading, it's not taking me very long to get through things. And at least up until this point, it's all really tight. I have noticed that with the last several books I have published, that when I go through to do the edits myself, my writing is really tight, which I am pleased with. If anything, the most of what I do is I add a little bit. I don't usually take away scenes. I don't have to adjust any details very often. So that is awesome. But of course, I have made some notes in my Kindle for things I need to adjust and change, mostly really minor things. Thankfully, nothing like continuity errors where I've stated something and then, I don't know, changed it down the road. So thankfully, up until now, chapter 12, all is good. So that is what we are working on right now, trying to get through as much of it as possible. Now that I have for sure gotten in with insurances and I'm starting to take clients in the counseling world, I really, really want to get a move on with finishing Curse of Blood and Sight edits. That way I can clear the way for other projects. I want to also get started real soon on Snow at Sunset because once I am like filled up and really going, it's going to be a learning curve for sure. Learning new systems and such for the world of therapy. And if I can have at least most of Snow of Sunset written and Curse of Blood and Sight off to the editor, then that frees up some of my time from the more taxing things, which is writing, so that I will have things ready to go for the fall because I have those 2 books releasing in the fall, and that kind of eases things with this transition into more therapy work. So that will be really, really nice. I am excited. It's great. I was really excited to come and share that news with you guys. So that's the big update, is that I have that stuff going. Alex ran out to, he's taking stuff out to the dump with my dad, and then he's gonna go over to their house and they're gonna work on house projects at my parents' house. So it's just Finn and I. We may go out at some point because June needs some new food and we need to pick up a few other things. So Finn and I may take a break here in a minute and make a run just to get out of the house for a little bit, but we will see. I don't know. It will kind of depend on editing a little bit here, and also I don't know how Finn's feeling because he's pretty tied up with projects. So we'll see. I may go in and see if I can get him to run somewhere with me. Maybe that's what we do next. Hello, it's Wednesday. It has also been a little bit since I've chatted with you guys. I had a little bit of a mental breakdown yesterday. Just stressed, things hit me, and I'm starting to, let me rephrase. Stress hit me, and now I am taking a larger look at like my business structure for book things. I had a street team a long time ago, and then slowly my street team became my ARC team. So I am trying to, basically I'm just restarting the street team because it was not like a collected group in one place. And so now I am reorganizing that. I'm also looking at other social media management and some marketing things. Maybe restructuring some of that and potentially hiring somebody. I don't know for sure. I don't think I'll hire anybody, at least anytime soon. I think I'm going to play with some of the tools I have, get things in place, and then decide what would maybe be better off allocated to somebody else. So that may be something that I do. But today I am giving myself the space and some grace to not worry about marketing today. I have posted one video to TikTok, and then it went to Instagram and all the places. I think I may post one that did really well to YouTube today also. But other than that, I'm giving myself the space to only think about how like this business and everything is structured best. So that is what we are doing now. That way I can hopefully streamline some things and get some things off my plate. So that is the plan. So, yep, we shall see how that works. Hopefully good. And I come back with a good update about that stuff. And I'm feeling better. Woo! It's raining. It's 4th of July weekend. There's supposed to be 4th of July stuff in town, and it's raining. I have not updated you guys. I talked a little yesterday because I took a little time off from doing things, and then because I just had kind of like a mental breakdown. And then yesterday I sat down to restructure stuff. I figured out how to schedule TikToks. If you didn't know, because I didn't for some reason, honestly, I just never thought to look it up. You can only schedule TikToks if you use TikTok from your web browser. So like on your computer. So I did that. I scheduled all of my social media for today. I will say it did take quite a bit of time to do just one day of TikToks and Instagram, but I scheduled it all out last night for today. I haven't checked any of it. I know that they went live because I've seen some, and one of my friends at work also scrolled and came across some. So I know they went out, but I haven't looked since this afternoon because this afternoon I had a client. So I was busy. But it's been good. This was my first day fully in the office on the therapy side of things, not just like working in the office. So that was good. It was good. I'm feeling good. It's good. So we are off for tomorrow for Independence Day. Alex and I aren't really sure exactly what we're doing. I think we may go spend a little time with some friends for fireworks, and then we may go to one of his coworkers. Well, we all worked together. I worked really closely with him when I was in school counseling. He was the principal over a lot of the grade level that I worked with, so we worked together a lot. And I think we're going to go over to his house because he lives a little bit further out of town, and they're going to have people over with kiddos. And so I think we're all going to hang out tomorrow night and do fireworks and just have a good time. So that's the plan, as long as weather stays decent, because it's raining right now and it has been off and on all day. So we'll see. But I don't think Alex and I have plans tonight. Usually there are fireworks not too far from where we live in the city, and sometimes we can see them from our backyard. So we will probably just hang out at home, snuggle June, because I doubt she will like the fireworks much. And yeah, and just enjoy the night together. Maybe have a little date night, because tomorrow night we'll be with friends. So tonight will just be Alex and I. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm feeling good. It's good. I need to tomorrow do a lot of reading. I have 15 chapters left, I think, to finish my read through of Curse of Blood and Sight. Then I'm going to make real quick adjustments and send it off to my editor, because that starts on Monday. She was very kind and sent me a reminder that she'll need my manuscript by Monday because I usually forget and she has to ask for it on the day we start. So she went ahead and sent it early, which was very nice of her. So I need to sit down, do my final go through, and then send it to her. I will say I'm not finding a whole lot wrong with it that I need to adjust. Just really easy things so far. We do have 15 chapters left, so there may be things, there probably will be some things, but fingers crossed there's not a lot. Also, I have kind of restructured how I want to do like exclusive content, that's what I'm looking for, on Patreon. So I have figured out a schedule that works for me and a way to post things that is exclusive just for Patreon members, and I am starting that. The next one I will release on Sunday. So Sneak Peek Sunday is coming to Patreon, and I am excited. We're getting some sneaky pikeys that only go to Patreon. So if you want, go become a member for free on Patreon. If you want the actual exclusive content, it is $5 a month. Check it out. Happy, what is it? Saturday. It's the 4th of July. I am further getting myself organized for the week. Part of what I kind of like restructured was just moving some things that really weren't working for marketing purposes over to Patreon. And what I mean is I used to do the Wednesday writing update, little short clips that I would post on my social media accounts. Fireworks, pause. So I used to do those little Wednesday writing update TikTok videos. Honestly, they didn't perform super great. I still think they're really fun to film and to have, but I think instead I'm going to put them somewhere where I think it's more appropriate anyway. So I am moving them to Patreon, holy moly. And so Wednesday writing updates are coming to Patreon. They will probably not all or even any of them be video content like they were before. This week I posted like a little write-up, here's what I'm working on, posted a picture, and I think that may be a little bit more what I want to share over there on Patreon as far as exclusive stuff goes, rather than sharing all of that on social media for a lot of different reasons. For one, when you put stuff on social media and you have a public profile like I do, anybody and everybody can see it. And sometimes, especially like YouTube shorts here on YouTube, sometimes the wrong people get those videos and they don't understand them, for one. Or two, some people are just not super nice in the comments about things. So I am moving that over to my own little community for Patreon. So we're doing that. We're also doing Sunday sneak peeks where we'll do a little sneaky peek of whatever we got going on. And that for this week, for Sunday, is going to be a Curse of Blood and Sight sneak peek. I've already got kind of an idea. I need to get through all the way through my read through to finish putting that together. I'm just making little notes, and that's kind of what the sneak peek is. And it should be really, really fun. So you can actually join Patreon for free. I do post announcements, and occasionally I will post a sneak peek to the free tier. So if you are a free member, sometimes like once a month, a lot of times you will get something that is technically exclusive to you on Patreon for free. So go and join my Patreon community, even if you don't want to pay the $5 to be a member of one of the exclusive tiers. Go be a free member so you can still see some exclusive things. So that link is in the description box. As for today, I am continuing my read through. I have been very slow moving through this, and I still am. So I need to go back in and get a little further into that today. That's something that I'm planning to do here in a second. Later tonight, I think we are celebrating the holiday with some friends over at their house, maybe see the city fireworks from there. And that's pretty much it. So we have a while before we are going over to do that. So for now, we're just hanging out, trying to get through my read through of Curse of Blood and Sight. So I am going to go back in and continue working on that. Friends, Romans, countrymen, it's taking me a lot longer to finish this book than I had planned. I am at chapter 30, and now that I'm kind of thinking about it, the Kindle says I have a little over an hour left of reading, which isn't actually that long. I don't know why in my head it seems like so long. I have an hour 22 is what Kindle says. There's 5 chapters left in this book, only 5, and we are going to finish it. And then my plan is for tomorrow to be dedicated to implementing my changes, which so far are really, really minor. There's really not much that I need to go in and fix. I need to make a couple notes. I also need to clarify like an overarching plot line just to make sure it stays consistent throughout the entire book. Because in book 2, this is where like I have to kind of the decisions I make right now change the entire plot if I'm not careful. So I need to sit down, jot out my like little note about how it's going to work so that it's consistent for the entire book, so I don't forget about it, because that matters and makes a really big difference. So I need to do that. Reading through Curse of Blood and Sight has been really, really good. This book is really tight, I will say. I'm not finding much editing issues or things to fix, so I feel really good about it. It goes to my editor Monday. So I really wanted to start tomorrow, like during the live stream. Wanted to really start dedicating myself to Snow at Sunset. So fingers crossed, that's what we'll be doing very, very soon. So the goal is to finish read through today and maybe even start making adjustments in my draft tonight, but at least to finish the read through today. So that's the plan. Alex is out of the house for a little bit. Finn just got a bath and we got him set up with stuff. He's playing, having a popsicle. And so I am going to read while he's kind of relaxing, and then maybe we'll play video games or something later because he was asking to play a game with me. So maybe we'll do that here in a little bit, but I think I have a good hour that I can sit down and just finish this book. So that is the plan, is to work. Give myself the hour to work. I don't know, maybe I'll do some reading sprints. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll tell myself, maybe I will read, I think I'd give myself maybe like, I've already done quite a bit of reading, maybe 2 more chapters, and then I will take a break to do something different. I don't know, but we will see. So I'm going to get to reading, hopefully finish this today, and maybe start on some adjustments. Alrighty, friends, I finished reading through Curse of Blood and Sight, and I am super happy to report that there's actually not very much I am going to adjust or fix. I do have one detail. It honestly boils down to just changing a name in the book, in a particular area, changing it from one character to a different one. I need to verify that information. That's really the largest thing I need to do to be done with Curse of Blood and Sight. So that is what I'm getting started on this evening. I probably won't finish it until tomorrow. I start editing with my editor on Monday. I actually have a client myself that I need to reach out to that I am starting editing services for on Monday, as long as everything's up and ready on her end. So we will see. But that's exciting that I finished the book. I am excited. I will say I love it so much. I'm so pleased with how book 2 turned out. It is spicy, a lot spicier than book 1 in the best ways. And I think you guys are going to love it. It builds on what we already have going on from Curse of Wings and Darkness, really adds to the series. I am so excited to share it with you guys. I'm over the moon. Also, tomorrow we have vlog. I did not get it scheduled ahead of time this week, so I may do that today also, get it scheduled out and ready to go for tomorrow. The biggest plan I have for this next week is writing as much as I can for Snow at Sunset. I would love to have this book written in a month. I know I say that with everyone I've done. I definitely think it's a lot more doable with Snow at Sunset than it is with my vampire and my dragon books, because it's not as in-depth. They're light and fluffy. There's not as many details to like keep track of, and it's just a fun little romance. So maybe I can do it in a month. I don't know, but that is what we'll be shooting for, just like normal. So hopefully I will be done with Curse of Blood and Sight, all of that updates and stuff in time, so that for the live stream tomorrow, I can start writing Snow at Sunset. So best of luck to me. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Happy Sunday. It's a little later than it normally is when I'm filming these outros. I've been spending the morning working on implementing my edits because tomorrow, Monday, my draft of Curse of Blood and Sight goes out to my editor. So I am doing my final adjustments before that goes to her tomorrow. So that is what I'm working on, and probably will be the rest of the day. I'm hoping to finish that up before the live stream tonight, so that the live stream can just be writing for Snow at Sunset. But we will see. If I'm still finishing edits at that time, it's really not that big of a deal. I'm not too concerned. So that's what I've been working on for today. And this is the end of the vlog. I'm hoping to do a lot of writing this next week for Snow at Sunset. So we'll be on to new projects, which is super exciting. This is a really fun book. Oh my gosh, I'm excited to move on to something a little light and fluffy, and I can't wait to take you guys along with me. So thank you. Check out all the links below for my social media, all of my books, and read books, be kind. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.